What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel for another one. While you're here, if you haven't done so already, a free and great way to support my channel is to smash those likes and hit that subscribe button. After you hit that subscribe button, while you're at it, click that notification bell so you'll be notified any and every time I post another video. But let's get right into it. Like I keep telling people, central bank digital currencies are here. Stable coins are here. That video that I made where an Ernest & Young advisor advised banks to be prepared for what's to come for CBDCs. Well, here it is. CBDCs are coming. The Iran to reportedly pilot a central bank digital currency soon. And what does that always mean, folks? Anytime a government, country, or entity says they are going to be piloting something, or they're thinking about doing something, or they're thinking about assessing a central bank digital currency, that means it's already been done. They're just waiting for a time to push it out. They're waiting for a time, and I can guarantee you they're probably waiting until regulatory clarity comes into effect. But let's get right into it. It says the Central Bank of Iran hinted a possible CBDC pilot soon without elaborating on the time frame of the program. Now, here's the thing, folks. There's only two blockchains that I know of right now that are capable of fully running central bank digital currencies, and that is one, the XRP ledger, and two, the Stellar Lumens blockchain. Those are the only two that I could see CBDCs running on fully functional, because one is just a copy of the other. But let's get right into it and see what this article talks about, because this is very interesting. Like I keep telling people, CBDCs are here. They're not going anywhere. It says the Central Bank of Iran, also known as CBI, is reportedly planning to launch a central bank digital currency pilot soon. According to a report by the Iranian Labor News Agency, the CBI vice governor said the CBDC could help the country resolve financial inconsistency. So here's the thing. Anytime there is a central bank digital currency, it will help a country or a nation with its financial inconsistencies, because money coming in and coming out will have to pass through that nation or country CBDCs so they could track those. But the only thing is, when it comes to different central bank digital currencies, there can be a gray area, because one country rules could be different from another country's rules when it comes to a CBDC. Like, for example, Congressman Tom Emmer made a tweet about how the Federal Reserve can't directly issue a central bank digital currency to individuals, whereas when a central bank digital currency takes into effect, that customers in the U.S. like myself will still be able to have the full privacy that we have when we transact in cash, the full privacy, and it needs to be in an open and permissionless and in an irreversible blockchain. Well, we know what that blockchain is, right, folks? That's the XRP ledger. So we know that for a fact. But when it comes to other countries and other nations wanting to adopt and create a CBDC, central bank digital currency, they may use a different type of ledger or protocol or blockchain that will allow customers to actually be tracked the way that other countries want to be, kind of like that dictatorship type thing or authoritism type of way. I know China's digital yuan is just like that, where they want to know what's coming in and what's coming out at every single moment. Kind of like that big brother type of thing, where they're always watching you. Whether or not you're doing something good or bad, that's here nor there. That's the way that they have their digital yuan that's actually going to be coming out this February, during the Winter 22 Olympics. So that I could see the CBI actually creating a central bank digital currency to make sure they're keeping their eyes. But let's see what else it talks about, and let's see what blockchain is on. It says the Iranian the development of the sovereign digital currency in Iran began in 2018 at the Informatics Service Corporation. Ironically, 2018, ironically, I believe that was when Ripple decided to do a complete rebrand of how XRP was used. They changed the branding. I want to say that was 2018. They changed a lot of their tools for liquidity and combined it to ODL, known as on-demand liquidity. The article doesn't say what blockchain they're using just yet, but I'm just speculating, folks. This is just a speculation channel. And like I said, there's only two blockchains that CBDs could actually be fully issued on, and that's the XRP Ledger and the Stellar Lumens network. But then it says the development phase has been completed and pilot will be launched soon. Pilot will be launched soon. That means they're going to be rolling it out soon. However, CBI didn't reveal many details about the time frame. Here it is. The Iranian CBDC was reportedly developed using the Hyperledger Fabric protocol. Not protocol, but the Hyperledger Fabric platform hosted by the Linux Foundation. Now, for those that don't know what the Hyperledger Fabric protocol platform is, the Hyperledger Fabric is different because it's intended for use as a foundation for developing applications or solutions for a modular architecture. But here's the thing. This is actually used on the IBM network. And the IBM network had already said that they're going to be issuing stable coins. And they're going to, and the cryptocurrency that they're going to be using is XLM, Stellar Lumens. So that's great to know that they will possibly be using the Stellar Lumens blockchain to utilize the transactions for the Iranian CBDC. But things could change in the future. I'm not knocking Stellar Lumens. I'm not. But this is still great. This is still a use case. This is still liquidity use case. I can't even get it out today, folks. Liquidity, utility, and mass adoption. But there is a rumor going around saying that XLM is going to be on the front end and XRP is going to be the back end. We still don't know what's going on, but I do believe that they're waiting for regulatory clarity to actually come out so they can actually start and actually push the CBDC for the Iranians. Then it also goes off by saying that Iran has experienced significant financial and economic difficulties as a result of heavy economic sanctions levied on by the United States. Then it goes off by saying, so it goes off by, here's the thing. The U.S. is actually stifling innovation when it comes to the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. They're stifling innovation every day, all day. And I can see China wanted to create the digital yuan because they didn't want to get shut out by SWIFT. And now the CBIs want to create a central bank digital currency because of the U.S. of us, the United States. So I can see why the push to create a central bank digital currency is highly important. But the United States is at fault around this time for doing this because they're stifling innovation and everybody's tired of waiting to see what the U.S. is going to do because the U.S. is just kicking the can down the road. They're just putting a Band-Aid on something that's continuously to bleed, but not actually fixing the cut. But I digress. It goes here. It says, despite these problems, Iran has turned to crypto and was among the first countries to legalize Bitcoin mining in hopes of reviving the economy. However, it had to temporarily shut mining operations on numerous occasions due to acute power shortage and blackouts. Now, I will say that, that mining power for Bitcoin mining power is a lot. It takes an entire country to mine one full Bitcoin, an entire country, and that is a lot. So now what Jack Dorsey's doing and how Jack Dorsey is actually creating their own mining operation that's spreading out across the world for, with renewable energy. And then you got the president of El Salvador using a volcano to mine Bitcoin, natural resources. There's ways around that. There's ways that they can actually fix that. It's just whether or not they have those options to do so. But there's a way. Bitcoin is slowly becoming a renewable and efficient crypto. It's just going to take time. I mean, Bitcoin was created back in 2009. The first thoughts of it was before 2009, but the first tweet happened in 2009 saying from Hal Finley running Bitcoins. But it's going to take time for crypto to change over. And I get it. There's already crypto that's already eco-friendly, efficient. But right now the household name is Bitcoin, and they're trying to show the governments and the world that Bitcoin can become efficient. But that is super exciting and super great about this. That's super exciting. I just can't wait to see what happens. And this also goes off by saying that Iran is also looking to use cryptocurrencies for international trade in hopes of bypassing the trade sanctions. It says, as reported, the CBI and the Ministry of Trade reached an agreement to link CBI's payment platform to a trading system, allowing businesses to settle payments using cryptocurrency. So here's the thing. When I see that, this screams XRP. But then when we go back and they talk about Hyperledger Fabric platform, that's Stellar XLM. So I think that they may actually be trying to use both, folks. I mean, I'm just purely speculating. This is speculation trying to write, so I'm going to speculate. But anytime you hear cross-border payments, it's XRP, because XRP settles transactions within 3 to 5 seconds. And they don't want to miss this train because nearly over 100 nations are working on their sovereign digital currency, while only a handful of them have reached the pilot phase. China's actually one of them. They're leading the forefront. It just completed its CBDC, development in 2019, and now is currently mass testing it across the world and retail sectors, which will be fully released during the Winter Olympics of 2022. So we shall see, we should see, because currently there's 9 nations that's already launched their CBDCs, and there's 14 are currently in the pilot phase. And during that 14, 16 are in the development phase, and 14 nations are still researching, and 2 nations have canceled their CBDC's plans. So it's coming, folks. It's coming. It's here. It's just a matter of time. And that's all I got to say for that article. We're going to move straight over. And speaking of CBDCs, USDC flips Tether on the Ethereum network. This is interesting, folks, because like I tell people, the digital dollar is already here. It's hidden in plain sight. Back in 2021, a political party that I'm not going to say the name of snuck it in the first relief bill about a digital dollar. And I believe that was the signal to let people know that we're going cashless no matter what happens. And I simply believe USDC is the United States digital currency. It's USDC. I mean, it's right there, United States digital currency. But we're going to get into this article. It says the total supply for USDC on Ethereum has suppressed that of Tether, putting USDT in second place on the Ethereum for the first time. And they're ramping up, folks. They are ramping up because there's no reason for USDC not to be above Tether. So Circle's USDC coin has reached a major milestone by suppressing Tether and total supply on the Ethereum network. Now, this is bullish. This is super bullish. You know, for those that don't know, currently USDC is a stable coin. It's not a central bank digital currency, but it is a stable coin. But I have a feeling that what's going to happen is that since a central bank digital currency cannot be issued individually by the feds to us, we have the option to get USDC. And once crypto regulation and clarity comes into an existence, I believe that the Ethereum blockchain, as much as I hate to say it, I do believe that the Ethereum blockchain is going to be used as the US digital dollar. I mean, I do believe that you can have the US digital dollar on multiple blockchains, but since Ethereum's blockchain has it first, I do believe it's going to be the Ethereum blockchain, and then eventually it's going to merge over to the XRPL. It's just because right now, like I said, there's only two blockchains that actually can be fully functional for central bank digital currencies, and that's Stellar Lumens, and that's the XRP Ledger. But I'm super pumped and I'm super bullish about that. It's just something that I wanted to discuss and go over. Circle, the company that actually has created this, is one of the most transparent about its reserves versus USDT. USDT, for also known as Tether, is also a stable coin that actually was in a lawsuit not too long ago that they recently settled. And there's been a lot of speculations when it comes to Tether. When Tether pumps and more Tether has been minted, Bitcoin usually pumps with it. But when it comes to USDC, you don't really hear any issues about that. So that's I'm super pumped about that. I'm super pumped to see exactly what happens. I'm super pumped to see how USDC is going to be finally revealed to the world, even though I already know USDC is the US digital currency. But that's my thoughts on it. I'm going to go over the price and then I'm going to let you go. Currently, we are at a market cap of 1.9 trillion. BTC is above 39%. We're at 40%. Could we be seeing a price hike soon? I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor, but do your research. We have Bitcoin at 41,962. We got Ethereum at 3,109, BNB at 461, Cardano at $1.42, Solano at 135, XRP at 73 cents. It's still a little bit of a bloodbath, but we're finally trying to pick up here. We got Luna at $79.39. We got Polkadot at $24.31, Dogecoin at 16 cent, Avalanche at $83.11, Polygon at $2.08, and Shiba Inu at under the number 14 spot. All right, everybody, that would do it for me. If you like this content, please make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button and click that notification bell so you'll be notified any and every time I post another video. As always, stay focused, stay locked in. Peace.
My position's very clear. XRP is not a security.
I want to turn to you. Thank you for a moment, Mr. Brooks. If you were king for a day and you were going to tell us, here's what you need to do to structure the regulatory framework, in a minute and 39 seconds, tell us what that would look like.
I mean, I can barely introduce myself in a minute and 39 seconds, Congressman. I come back to the concept of parity. I don't know why we believe that incumbent institutions are risk-free and anything new is highly risky. So if I have a platform built on a blockchain that is doing lending, I don't know why it's so hard for us to say that can participate in our banking system. If I decide that XRP is a security, why won't we let it list on a US exchange? The problem is we treat crypto assets differently from all other assets. And the answer is just recognize them for what they are. These are assets that represent some underlying activity. It could be a network, it could be an application. They have a value that people are willing to buy and sell at. Let them in. That would be my message.